There is nothing worse, in my opinion, than having a partner who's been caught with infidelity, cheating, or porn addiction, and they're using religious or spiritual tactics to shut you down or justify their bad behavior. So one of the greatest pieces of advice I was given during our counseling was that there are 4 different types of trauma. There's physical, there's emotional, there is mental, and there's also spiritual trauma. And he said that the hardest one to work with and help people on was spiritual trauma, because if someone is spiritually traumatized, it's very, very difficult for them to go back and do physical, emotional, or mental trauma. All of us, whether we believe in a higher power or not, I personally am a Christian, but whether or not we believe in a higher power, we all have spiritual pain in our lives, right? We all are spiritual beings as human beings. And so when that part of us has been wounded and hurt, we need that spirituality to get us through this. Like, we need to depend on something else besides ourselves to get us through this healing journey. So when that part of us has been wounded, it's very, very difficult to get into any type of healing process. I personally was extremely spiritual abused in my life. I won't go into that today because I'm not quite ready to tell that story, but I was extremely spiritually abused. And that really hurt me in my healing journey. So one of the first parts of my personal healing journey had to be processing that spiritual trauma and recognizing it, identifying it, and not letting it hold me back from my from my physical, my emotional, and my mental trauma after the infidelity came out and I was experiencing PTSD. So, I mean, I could give you so many points on this and so many things to say in this circumstance, because I've read the Bible 3 times if they're a Christian and trying to use this against you. But whether they're Muslim, Jewish, or believe they have a third eye, it's very, very difficult to heal from spiritual trauma. And so I think there's part of this is actually doing research to understand what tactics they're trying to do and how they're taking those out of misconception. Ultimately, the ultimate argument in this, though, is that I don't care what it is that you believe, there is absolutely no excuse for bad behavior.